I've been very selfish in my relationships, bro.
I said that you are too loud. Love was dad coming home with food. That's love. Like, what else do you want? Man came with food to the house.
Don't say I didn't love you.
What has singleness taught you?
Sure, bro.
What has it taught you about yourself? More specifically. Guys, singleness, what it did was it revealed and put a mirror straight into my face.
The gap in our singleness is not emptiness.
Yeah.
It's intentionality, bro.
Welcome back to the gap. Welcome.
You know what it is.
You made it to episode 2.
Bro,
you made it.
Bro,
well done.
Let me tell you something.
Well on to everyone that came back.
Yeah, if you made it, you're the real one.
To the second one, bro. If you make it to the second one, you're already like VIP. We freely giving out VIP statuses, you know what I mean? So welcome back to the gap. Welcome back to episode 2.
Yeah.
It's your boy Q. It's your boy Nico. I've always wanted to say that in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's your boy. Like, if there's one phrase I want to say in my life, it's your boy. Q. It's your boy Q, bro. Like, and that's it. But welcome back, man.
Yeah, man.
I think we had a very good when we recorded episode 1.
Sure.
I left there like feeling excited,
bro.
but really like challenged and called to like what does God have to say about the gap and the topics that we discussed.
For sure.
That was a very good one.
I think we're going all talks really.
Yeah.
The gap between your singleness and being in a relationship. You know?
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Like, and you would honestly want to hope that's a gap that you only face once.
I faced it like I don't know count. But,
you know what I'm saying? And I think and that's the gap.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like if I look at it, for me, I know that's the gap that I'm in.
Same.
You know, this is now. I'm not talking about a gap that I used to be in.
No.
Like this one I'm in. It's present. You know, and so real, and so.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I think really maybe it just looks like. I don't know. Maybe just like what relationships look like for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what's our take on relationships, and you know, in the first bit.
Yeah.
You know, and then really delving into what
bro.
that gaps look like.
Like as we're talking, man, it's taking me back, and I knew you were gonna cover this topic. But like as we're talking about it, it's taking me back, man. It's taking me back in terms of my thinking. The space of being single, it's a heavy space, right? It's not as easy. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's not as easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm currently in that space right now.
Yeah.
Single, you know what I mean? But if your question is like, how does relationship looks like, and how does that space look like, man? Firstly, it's fun. It's comforting. You know, there's someone there for you. There's someone constantly checking on you. Nick, I'm not going to check on you every single day, every single hour.
No, for sure.
There's no way I'm going to do that.
No,
you know? And you're my boy, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Listen, let's be honest, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like you're not giving me any cuddles. Like,
can we put it out there? I don't want to volunteer as well. Yeah, I'm good, you know. But and relationships are fun. But at the same time, it's challenging. It's hard. It's stressful because I think I always had the idea and perception before I got into any relationships. I was like, there's going to be so much fun. There's going to be so much, passion, all of the lies, bro. I forgot that there's some learning, there's some dying to self, there's some, there's a lot of buckets that exist in that, you know what I mean? And so it's complex.
Yeah.
If the one answer I'll have of what does dating look like? It's complex. Complex, not in a bad way. Complex, not in a good way. It's complex, and there's good in that complexity.
Sure, bro.
You know, there's good in that dying to self.
Yeah.
There's good in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's quite a lot that you learn about yourself as well.
The death to self that you mentioned
bro.
is, I mean, bro, it's just so real.
Yeah.
You know, and I look back now, bro, I'm just like, there's sometimes where I go like, Nico, you done messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Acknowledgement.
Bro.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no more pride, no more ego.
Just be like, the pride and ego is there, bro. But you saying that and be like opening and admitting to, this I missed.
Bro.
Yeah. I think, and even as you're talking, Nico, what I'm getting as well is, it's a mirror. Like, it's a mirror to yourself. Like, one of the things with relationships is it exposes you. Like, it shows who you are as well. Because all of a sudden now there's a human that you have to be considerate of. There's a human that you have to show love to. There's a human that you have to do this and do that for. Because most of the time what you're doing is it's all about giving. And also one of the toughest things that I didn't always see in relationships was it's also about receiving, like the art of receiving. One of my life coach said this to me, and he's like, the mark of a good Christian is how well they receive.
Sure.
One of the things that hits us in relationships is we fail to receive someone's love for us. We fail, and it's even relationship with God. You know, it's not even with the partner that we love. It's even with the relationship with God where we fail to accept and receive His love for us. Hence why we sometimes go off the rails. Hence why we sometimes do this, because we're failing to understand that there is a God that loves us unconditionally.
Yeah.
Like, I've messed up, but He still loves me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And relationships with people, sometimes the downfall is not receiving the love that they're giving.
But bro, like, so my thing is like, but why though? You know what? I mean, bro, let's be honest. It's receiving, bro. I mean, receiving is a simple procedure. You know what I'm saying? But like, my thing to you is, why do you think that you've struggled with like receiving love, right? And whether it's been a relationship, whether it's been a spirit, like, why do you think that? You know what's underneath the surface there?
Nico, why are we going so deep quickly? I love it. Let me land, bro. For me, and this is emptiness, alright?
Yeah.
I didn't feel worthy of receiving love. That's why it was hard for me. Receiving is as easy as taking something and saying thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't feel worthy of receiving that.
Sure.
I didn't see myself as someone worth loving. I sometimes even struggle today seeing myself as someone worth being died for. That there's a God in heaven that decided to send His only Son that did no wrong to come and die for me. Out of everyone that you can die for, you want to die for me. I struggle. Relationships are the same thing. Like, I really struggled with accepting the love that I would be given. And it's almost like it became a performative thing. Like, I have to perform for me, because why am I receiving that love? Like, let me perform, let me do this, let me do that, let me buy a washing machine, let me do this. You know? Something I did. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But it's all of that, right? And that's why it was hard for me. What about you, man?
Well, listen, I think just touching on that now, bro. We live in a merit-based world, right?
Sure.
Where it's like, I'm going to put in the mileage and get rewarded for that, right? So, like, I'm going to buy the washing machine. Like, and she's going to love me more. And, like, when she does love me, then I go, like, yeah, of course. Well, I bought her the washing machine, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But bro, can I be honest? I think it even goes a layer deeper. And here's my thing. Bro, shoot me and forgive me. It's still something I'm working on. But, you know, like the whole chat about, you know, therapists and going like underneath into the root. I still struggle with that concept, right?
Yeah.
But I think another reason why sometimes I struggle to receive love is because love looked very different growing up. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, I grew up in an African household, bro. Like, love is my dad telling me to go do the garden and look after the yard. Because, like, that's going to produce fruit. That's love, bro. You catch what I'm saying? Like, love was there was no hugging in my family.
No.
Bro, I hugged my aunt, like, literally 2 weeks ago, and she was weirded out.
About a hug?
A hug.
Bro. Love with me as well. Like, love was dad coming home with food. That's love. Like, bro, what else do you want? Man came with food to the house.
Don't say I didn't love you.
Don't say that, because I brought you food.
And I can understand that, bro.
That was us,
You know what I'm saying?
And
I think it stems so deeply into that. I think that's why it's so crucial, bro, for us to be able to talk about these things. Because now we can start to pinpoint these things. It doesn't no longer become like a norm of like, oh, well, you know, that's just how. Because that was always my church, was like, well, that's just how I receive love. You know? And so, like, here we are, right, covering this gap, right, between singleness and being in a relationship, right? And I think, what does that look like? Because we're saying we're in a single stage and like, hey, listen, we're going to a relationship stage. Are you spewing all that stuff out in your single stage of like your dating, of you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, at the moment, we actually haven't been in a relationship. So like, I'm at the age now, bro, where I'm almost like, you know what? If I meet a girl that I'm interested in, Like, I'm going to tell her like it is. I'm going to tell her that I want her. I'm going to tell her that I want to make her pregnant and I want to marry her. Other way around, though.
Yeah, let's try.
So let's just do that again. So I'm going to tell her straight up that I want to actually marry her.
Yeah.
I want to make her pregnant.
Yeah.
And then we start a family.
Love
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the order.
And then also, on like the first date, I'm like, yo, and this is all my crap. It's like, I just want you to know, like, I struggle with like going out and like, you know, drinking. Like, I just want you to, but I'm just like, is that wise?
No, don't. I think we're gonna scare you, man. But I love that. I love what you said, right? I love what you said. I think I try to put my best foot forward. Like, I tell you, I'm not perfect, you know, but the idea of, hey, for me, marriage is quite important for me. Yeah. Starting a family is very important to me. That's for me a non-negotiable. Like, you know, and I think the cool thing about being in a single stage and dating, going on dates with different people is you go out there and you say it like it is, like, this is who I am, this is what I want. Because the last thing you'd want to do is get into something with someone just because you're feeling lonely, and then later on you're like, oh, but this person doesn't actually want to get married, so I've wasted like a year of my life, and then now we're gonna have to break up. You know, you're just bridging a gap. You know what I mean? But so it's how open can you be? And this is what I do. I am as open as possible. If ever I'm asked the question of, Q, like, you've told me that you have a job, you've told me that you have an apartment, you told me you have a car, and but you're still single, like, is there anything you struggle with? Like, I can be honest, I'm like, hey, I struggle with this. Like, but sure. I don't usually say it on the first date. But before I'm like, first date as well. And you're my guy. You're my guy, and I'll call you out and you'll call me out. You're my guy. First date as well. I'm just putting, guys, if someone wants that on the first date, maybe, I don't know. But like, you know what I mean? But the honesty is so key. The honesty and not portraying perfection, man. I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of trying to act perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Really not. I'm a work in progress. I think I should have a caution sign, work in progress, like everything, like a vest and everything, like, because
before you even try and just make sure you know that this is.
I'm aware. And Nico, for you, what has singleness taught you?
Sure, bro.
What has it taught you about yourself, more specifically?
Yo, bro, like, so singleness has been a real time for me to grow.
Yeah.
Been painful, number one, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I think it's just taught me as well, Q, that number one, for a long time in my life, I was seeking a companion, a woman, more than I was seeking God.
Oh.
You know, bro, like, and I remember one of my mentors chatting to me, and he said, like, Nico, I need you in this time of singleness to get to a place where all you need and want and desire is God.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh, cooking.
And honestly, that just like led me to such a dependence on God.
Yeah.
Of like going like, Lord, like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm literally get your word. Yeah. You know, I remember, bro, like some weeks back, I was at work and all I wanted to do was leave work and just be in the presence of God. Like, bro, and I was just like, I want this day to end so I can be with you. Right? And like, bro, am I there now? Well, flip, not really.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the ebbs, bro. It's, you know, it's the reality. Yeah. And I think it's really just taught me that, you know, and it's been lonely. And in that loneliness, like, it's been like God has been saying, Nico, I need you to come to my feet.
Yeah.
I need you to spend time in my presence.
Yeah.
Right? And I think, you know, I think of Matthew 6 verse 33, bro. I remember seeing the scripture. It was like in a garden back in like primary school. And it, you know, it reads, seek ye first the kingdom of God.
And everything else.
And everything else will be added, bro.
Come on.
You know?
You're cooking.
Bro, and I'm just going like, let this season be that, bro. Yeah. Like the season of my singleness, let it be the season where I go, God, all I want is you.
Sure.
You know? And let me believe and have faith that you are going to literally give me the woman. And bro, Q, I want to live that, bro.
Yeah.
I want to live that in this stage right now. But it's tough, bro. Because very quickly I go like, Lord, there's a girl and she's giving me eyes and I think that, you know, this could be one. And then I rush into it, bro.
Yeah.
And then I end up getting broken because, like, she didn't even see me that way.
brother in Christ. She saw a brother in Christ.
You know what I'm saying?
And you saw a wife.
I saw a wife, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and so I think, honestly, Q, I mean, I think the biggest thing, I'm going to say my biggest lesson has been complete dependence on God.
Yeah. And
then I think also just I learned that I needed to be in my relationships, and what I'd learned, I needed to have more empathy, bro.
Yeah.
You know, one of my exes taught me, and she said, Nico, like, you need to have empathy. And I said, I don't know how to have empathy.
Yeah.
I had to learn. I had to Google, bro. I had to Google what is empathy, how to have empathy.
Yeah.
And I just realized, bro, like, I need to be able to sit down with my partner.
Yeah.
And hear her pain, bro.
Sure.
It might, for me, I might go like, hey, actually, like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But I need to be able to sit with her in that. You know, I need to be able to kind of go, okay, like, I hear you.
Yeah.
I need to be able to kind of go like, I'm gonna carry that with you.
I'm telling you.
That's my role, bro. Like, my role is to, you know, if there's someone and she's a female, I need to be able to listen to her, carry that, walk that with her, and not say, oh, that's your thing. Like, deal with it, and when you dealt with it, come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and so, like, honestly, bro, like, dependence on God, empathy, I've had to learn. And I think you mentioned it, bro, just like how it's so selfless, bro.
Yeah, the dying to self.
Dying to self.
Ooh,
it's
telling
you know what I'm saying? The moment I make it about like her and loving her and honoring her.
Yeah.
Bro, the more I love her. Now when I make it about me, oh, she doesn't do this for me. She doesn't make me feel this way. Bro, like, it's so selfish.
Yeah.
You know, and I've learned that I've been very selfish in my relationships, bro.
I said that you are too loud. I said,
You jumped into that one, bro.
It came from here, bro. It came from here.
Or you took it from experience or what?
I hear that.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
I hear that. I agree, bro. I think for me, like, singleness, what it did was it revealed and put a mirror straight into my face of, this is who you are, man. Like, you are an insecure individual.
Sure, bro.
A people pleaser. This is what singleness did to me, guys. I sat down and I'm like, ooh, what am I doing wrong? Because I can't lie, I thought I was perfect. Man, shout out to my grade 3 teacher that taught me that I was perfect. My grade 3 teacher right now, I remember her telling me, all of us are perfect. I took that personally. So I always thought I was perfect. So I carried that my whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, she should have added like a caveat and asterisk, you know, around perfection. Right? But really, like, for me, it really put a mirror to my face of insecurity.
Sure, Q, that's so real, bro.
And not insecurity of other guys, whatever, to my partner. Insecurity about who I am as a person. I was insecure as a person. I wasn't sure of myself. And then the selfishness aspect as well, like, of thinking I'm perfect, and like, all of that is something that singleness taught me, and people pleasing was the big thing. What I did was I would prioritize everything outside of my partner.
Sure.
I prioritize work over my partner.
I remember that.
100%. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and thanks for calling me out. You know, but I would prioritize everything outside of the relationship because I thought it should be self-funding. I thought, like, there's no work needed from my side. I thought that relationship is just supposed to go and go and go.
Sure.
Why am I having to work on
Yeah.
it? Failing to understand that this is an everyday decision that I'm making with this person to say, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. How do I show up for you every single day? How do I love you through the pain? When you talk about if someone has something, if your partner has something that they're going through and you're like, it's not that big. It's not that big in your world.
Yeah, bro.
In their mind, in their world, it's taking over and it's taking them and tearing them apart.
Yeah.
How do I put myself in that space and be like, I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
How can I be there for you? And singleness really opened that side. That's the one side that it opened. But also it showed that I wasn't depending on God as much as I should be. And the reason I'm single is because I'm not including God in all the decisions.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty smart to make every decision on my own.
For sure.
And not bringing Christ into it. And I think that's the one thing. And that's the beauty of singleness and working on yourself. The minute you can acknowledge that, hey, I'm lacking on this thing. I'm lacking here. Because you can actively work on something. You identify the gap.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
I had to bring the name of the episode.
No, we see.
I have to bring the name of the episode. Like, and everything, the gap. Just to make sure we align.
Yeah.
But it's that, man. Sure. It's really that.
And I think, yo, guys, listen, firstly, I just want to say, excuse me, guys, if you can hear the dogs, right? It's real. Like, honestly,
laugh,
like, but I mean, we got dogs that we got. And
I think we should bring them in one episode.
We might as well sit. Maybe if they're sitting with us, they'll be a lot more calm.
They want to be a part of the gap. Go for it. Okay.
But I think what I was thinking of, I mean, is talking about, once again, bro, like, I think the big thing is talking about the gap, right, in a single relationship. And I don't know, you might not have the answer for this, bro, and that's okay, because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
How will you know that you are ready to be in a relationship? Like, you're in this gap right now.
Yeah.
And almost, I think in that answer, bro, it's almost like you can like really just chat about like what it is that you're doing within the gap that is gonna allow and make sure. But I think the ultimate thing is, when do you know, bro, that you're ready for that relationship?
Beautiful question. There's two parts to that question, like the how will you know, but let me start with the first one of what are you doing currently?
Sure.
Like what am I doing currently in the space of singleness? I'm reading the Lord's word. I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to know Christ. I'm able to receive God's love. What I'm doing right now, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that I am worth dying for. That Christ dying for me wasn't a mistake.
Yeah.
And I say that, but I believe it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I used to say it, but never believe it. Like, I sit today because I've really said, like, who is this God? Like, because Christianity was like, as I was young, we went to church and like, it just became a thing, and then like just continued. Like, but I really didn't sit down and be like, who is this God that loves me so much, that decided to die for me? And when I got to know Christ, and as I'm getting to know Christ, I can sit and say, I can receive love because I can receive His love.
Yeah, for sure.
I know that I'm worth dying for because He died for, and He tells me in His Bible, tells me, right?
Yeah.
And the second part of the question of like, how will I know? There's something along the lines of discernment that I'm unpacking big time right now. Like, one of the big prayer points for me is like discerning what the Lord says.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's, how do I die to myself and let His will be done? I've let my will be done. Like, I've tried my will. I've tried my plan to life. Didn't pan out the way I thought it should be, right?
Yeah.
So I've let everything go, and how I know I'm ready is when as I'm leaving it to Christ and be like, God, if that's who you want me to go for, or if that's the person that you believe is my wife, I will pursue that. Every time I struggle, whatever, I'm coming to you because you gifted me this person.
Yeah.
So it's understanding that every gift and every perfect thing comes from Christ. And that's how I know I'm ready, is when I can fully acknowledge that when I hand over my keys to God and be like, okay, like, now you're right.
So let me stop you right there. And I'm just gonna come in with a just straight up jab, not even just like a deep jab, but I think of like, what do you need to let go of?
Ooh,
right? And when I say what you need to let go of, I think you know where I'm heading at this is like, there is something that might be a thought pattern or a behavioral thing that needs to, and you're saying, right, and I hear you, and I think it's authentic and genuine. You're saying, God, I want you to take control.
Yeah.
But then like, you're going like, take control, Lord. But like, I'm still gonna let me just control this one. And my thing is, what's that one part? What's that thing that you're still holding on to, bro? That, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the real thing, right? Because if you're still holding on to that thing, that's already your measure of like, you're not ready.
Yeah. You cooking, bro. He's cooking. He came on episode 2 and he said, I'm gonna cook.
Listen.
I'm gonna cook.
I didn't even need the kitchen.
I didn't even need the kitchen, man. Man literally went ham. Look at the big thing for me, my man, is loneliness. Whatever decision I end up making is because I'm lonely. Like if I call someone to hang out with them or whatever, it's because of loneliness. Like I need to be okay with being in Christ's presence.
Sure.
Like I need to be okay on a Saturday to sit in the Lord's presence and be satisfied with that. You know, like I need to let go of the idea of a family and a kid and everything sitting watching TV. I need to be okay and say, if it's just me and Christ, I'm good.
That's sufficient.
Like if I let go of this idea of perfection in my head that I have, if I can let go of my thoughts because every bad thing that I'll end up doing is driven by the thought of loneliness. Okay, let me try and do this because I'm alone.
For sure.
I'm trying to escape this. I'm trying to run away from this. I want that perfect family. And I'm preaching to myself right now, but like if I can let go of that and what you just seek Him.
Yeah, for sure.
And my favorite verse, Psalms 23.
Yeah.
The Lord is my shepherd. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
The Lord is my shepherd.
For sure.
How do I let go and let Him be my shepherd?
Yeah.
And never think I'm lonely because my shepherd is right there. How do I acknowledge? Because Christ is always there.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
He's always there, but it's us acknowledging Him. So, Nico, genuinely for me, it's that thoughts and idea of a perfect family and the loneliness. Let go of that and let Christ lead.
I hear you, bro. I think even to the point of like, for me, bro, is like, before I pick up that phone and I start wanting to scroll through the DMs and find someone that I know can give me a good time for a short time.
Yeah. You cooking?
It's
you
like,
cooking?
No, bro, fall in love with grabbing the Bible first. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, let that be the thing. You know, before I feel like I need some woman to comfort me.
Yeah.
Like, where I get to a point where I'm like, God, you'll comfort me.
Yeah.
You know that for me, I go like, when I get there, bro. When I get there, Lord, give me a wife. Mm-hmm. You know, but before I get there, Q, I'm bringing her into a mess, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm bringing her into someone who is just looking for someone to fill a void that, you know, which is unfair on her, and just, you know, just really much, bro. So I think that for me will become my marker, where I know that in my lonely times, I'm not rushing for a female or like the thought of hey, if only she was here, things would be better. And I know that when I'm not there, and bro, it's all just God, then I'm like, Lord, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, you've done the work that needs to be done.
And because now you know that, and this is where you are, there's a gap right now. How are you filling that gap? Like, what are you doing to fill the gap of where you are now and that ideal state? Because we almost think like it's just singleness and relationship. But there's there's like things in between even being in a relationship that we need to bucket and put something. So in where you are right now as Nico, and that thing that when you know that God has given you the one, what do you feel? Oh, how are you going to make sure that you get to that space where the Bible is the first thing you pick up and not the DMs or whatever? Like, what are you actively doing now? Or what would ideally you'd like to start doing? Because I don't want to act like we're already doing these things.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, Q, I think I'm going back to the basics.
Yeah.
And let me just start off with, like, you know, I'm doing my church.
Yeah.
Right. I'm also doing the thing of blocking and shutting off people.
Yeah.
That were once a relationship, or maybe that were once a fling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tough, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like, because the other day I got an urge. I'm like, hey, let me just unblock this person.
Yeah.
Just to see. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna unblock them just to see if they actually thinking about me, or maybe if they might have sent a message. Maybe just to see a status. You know, just see what's happening. And so really learning to do that. And I remember, bro, the other day I sat down and I was just praying like about one of my exes that, dude, I just love, bro, love, whatever. Like, it's just real, bro. And I was just like, Lord, like, my heart breaks because I care about this person so much.
Yeah.
And bro, I remember you sent me to the scripture that says, there's a scripture that speaks about new wine, and everyone loves like the new wine.
The wine.
You know, and I'm just like, and bro, I remember God going like, go read that scripture, and it starts and it says, forget the latter things.
Oh, come on.
For I am doing a new thing.
Ooh,
Bro, and that was so hard to read because I was like, Jesus, you're asking me to forget the memories. You asked me to forget like the what could have been.
Yeah.
You know, you're asking me to forget, and like, bro, he was right there. He said, "Dick, forget it.
Yeah.
For I am doing a new thing."
Oh, come on.
And bro, the beautiful thing is that I don't know what that new thing is.
Yeah.
You know, but like honestly, I think right now it's just a matter of fact of forgetting things that were, bro, and that I thought maybe it could have been, and really just kind of going like, hey, you know what? We're gonna focus on where God's telling us to go now, and then also, bro, just like tuning with my mentor.
Yeah.
Be like, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, and no fluffing around, because here's the thing. It's very easy to also get emotionally invested, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Emotionally get invested with someone. So I'm just, right now, bro, it's honestly, I'm kind of going like, hey, like, I need to be rigid at church. My spiritual journey, bro, if my spiritual journey is not on point, how could I ever lead a woman to Christ, bro? Like, not even to Christ, but how could I lead a woman spiritually if I'm not there? You know? And so, and then we're just like, for me, it's just kind of going like, what is the point that I just mentioned to you now?
And leading a woman to Christ.
And actually just forgetting.
Yeah.
Closing chapter, bro.
I hear you.
Like, that's what I'm trying to work on right now, is closing the chapter, focusing on Christ, bro, and just being able to, and it's tough.
Yeah.
But I think God's not able to do the new work if we're still holding on to what was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, bro, for you pretty much, not, I don't want to say have things together, but in the worldly eye.
Yeah.
You know, you're working in a corporate job, bro. You know, you got a place and things like that. Tell me, talk to us about the pressures, bro. Like the pressures of just, you know, the pressures that you put on yourself, the pressure that the world puts on you, and like how are you dealing and navigating that, because that's so real.
I set out goals for myself. Like, there are goals that I said, I want to do this, I want to do this, I don't do this. Like, and I wrote them down, Nico. I wrote down a goal that I want to have a car. I got a car, tick that one. Before the age of 23, I don't know. But it was like, it had ages, right? I had targets, bro. The car, I want a house, I want to be a certain level within corporate and achieve a certain thing. Achieved all of that. The one that was there as well, the fourth one was I want to be married by the age of 26 or something. Like, I'm 27.
You missed that one.
That was a big X. And that pressure, genuinely, was not put by anyone in society. I can openly say, no one in society, no one came to me and said, Q, at 26 or 27, you need to be married.
Yeah.
I put that on myself.
Sure.
So I am, obviously, with society and culture, can form my thinking because I exist within that space, right? But most of the pressures that I'm facing, I've put them to me. Like, I've been the one that says, I want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, so I can acknowledge that, right? So how I'm coping with how I'm dealing with it is, and this is good, I hope it's not as controversial. Marriage and kids are not the goal for me now. I want it, guys. I can't lie. I do.
Sure, it's good, bro.
But it's not the goal. The goal is an ultimate relationship with Christ like that. The goal is to make sure that I can look out for my family, my mom, my dad.
Sure, bro.
The goal is I can make sure I'm there for my friends. Those are my goals. That's what I have control over. I don't have control over someone coming into my life and changing whatever. I have control of my relationship with Christ because I can surely drive that. I have control of how I show up for my friends. I have control over how I show up for my family.
So good,
that
bro.
becomes my goal. So it's shifting a mindset. But I cannot lie and say every day is like that. There are days where I'm then drawn back. I'm like, like you see a post, you see something, and it just sits.
Sure,
just
bro.
like, I wish. I honestly, I'm happy for you. I really am happy for you. I wish sometimes. There's like a gap. And then there's moments where you're like, I think I'm going to be like Paul. Well, I'm just gonna live like Paul, you know. I'm just gonna fully live like Paul, and I'm just gonna Paul is gonna be my guy. I'm just gonna be a missionary, like I'm just gonna see Christ and so forth. And that's the other one as well.
That's so good.
But genuinely, it's shifting my mindset on what's the goal, what's these milestones looking like, and shifting those.
For sure.
That's the answer to the question.
Sure, bro. That's so good. Hey, that's so good. And I think really just like, in closing, bro, like I think the takeaway here is that, like, you know, the gap in our singleness is not emptiness. It's intentionality, bro.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Let's not view it as an empty space.
Yeah.
But let's view it as an intentional space. Oh, bro, you know what? Annie Stanley says something
Summarize
about...
it for me,
So here's the thing. Annie Stanley says something about becoming the person that the person you're looking for is looking for.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
Ooh, come
you know
on
what I'm saying?
now. Come
so
on.
let this stage, bro, not be an empty stage, but an intentional stage.
I hear you,
and I think from what we're chatting about right now, there's an intentionality.
Yeah.
That's going to set us up well for the relationship. Bro.
Come on, bro. Dude, that's beautiful.
Come on.
I love when you wrap it up like that. This is
I mean, listen, bro. Listen, you know what? You got to start well, bro, and I got to finish well. I can't just have you starting well, bro.
It's beautiful. What a beautiful one. Thanks,
Come
man.
on, brother, man. This is good.
Let's go.